down at ice level are the teams, and Ray Ferraro is there as well. We'll get his take on things shortly. The teams have taken to the ice, and it's setting up to be a terrific matchup. Eddie, as we get ready for this, what's on your mind?
Two teams that have two well-crafted game plans, but once the puck drops, anything can happen, Doc, as we've seen in the past. I believe the key to this game is who stays to their game plan will win this game.
It's a wonderful night for hockey. Just underway. With Eddie Olczyk and Ray Ferraro, I'm Mike Emery. Fires! That one just hit the post. Pitching it to Opposo. He's in on an onside play. Turned the wrist shot. Carried to the corner by Phil Kessel. Oh, what a move! Pass attempt to Taves. Slid back across. Great stick save. Puck covered, whistle blown. Play is stopped, and so we have a chance to hear from Ray Ferraro.
The game's changed over the last 5 or 7 years, Doc. That puck possession has become even more important than it's ever been. It seems more and more that teams are trying to cycle the puck to eventually wear down a team so a scoring chance will pop out of that puck possession.
Many thanks, Ray. Held there for a face-off coming up next. Face-off win here. That puck went loose off the enemy. Seeks the corner. Rock to the glass. Scrum over. Puck kicked. Snapping a pass to Letty. Wonderful job as he plays it up the wing. To the point it comes. Oh, deflected away. The Hawks control the play along the boards. Wanting to generate something up the wing. Wonderful block. Minnesota's got possession in neutral ice. Gets across, looks over his options. Takes a shot. Wow, what a glove save. Gives it over to the point. Side to side they go, trying to generate something. Missed it wide. Finds a seam and sends it far side. Minnesota's getting to the neutral zone. Not there.
Every once in a while, you unload a clunker. That was one of them.
Takes that pass from the other point. Off a body. Loose puck, good defensive denial. The Hawks in their own end have control of the puck. Gets in. What'll he do? Lets it go. Missed the net. That one comes right on his stick. Not very long, but good. Looking for a better lane. Tries to get it on net. Minnesota's accelerating ahead through center ice. Has it in his own end. Pushing it on up the wing. Gets in. What'll he do? Puck is grabbed by O'Brien. Takes it right back. Looks over his options from the corner. Swept on to Martin. And he fires. Oh, he just missed wide. Decides he wants the corner. Good scrum here. Skate kick out of the scrum. Lets it go. Can't get it on net.
He was trying to be a little bit too fine there. That's why he missed the net.
Gains the blue line. Shoots one. Slid to Oshie. The Hawks controlling play now through the neutral zone. Puts one on. Great glove save, and he keeps it.
That was all positioning, right into his glove.
Passed one right between the circles. Many yards gained to Chorney. Wonderful save of an all-star shot.
They have to take advantage of these odd man rushes. You don't get many of them in a game. The goalie's been better than them on all of them.
Just over 8 minutes off the clock. We are deadlocked at 0. North Dakota's quick on the draw. Feeds the point. A good stick there, so no complete pass. Directing that one to Letty. Passing one off now to Opozo. Takes that pass from the other point man. Loose puck blocked off by Letty. And in their own end, still on the move. Pitching this one to Oshie. A shot! That shot came from right in front.
A quick developing play.
Great work with the pad. A good cut of the pass. They can keep the pressure on. And he steps in. Gotten quickly back. Just missed the net.
When the puck sounds hard when it hits the end boards, that means you've missed the net. Scoring chances handed away.
Nearly grazed the iron on that.
I know what he's trying to do there, Doc, but you got to hit the net in this situation.
Gains the zone and looks over his options. Outstanding save. Just on reputation, you can smell a goal there. Didn't go very well there. Who comes up with it? Pushing it on in their own end. Looking to Wheeler. Moving it to Holland. Corralled it again. Has that point pass as well. Off the mask, no chance. Shoots one, blocked. He chipped that one off the boards and ahead.
I like that play. He had a little bit more of a risky option, but he went.
Good chance, denied. Hangs on to that one, and he'll see a face-off right near it.
Pretty routine stop. You can see why everybody learns the butterfly when they're a young kid. Takes away the bottom of the net.
Good job on the draw. Oh, what a terrific save in close.
You want to score goals, you have to go to this area. You got to find a way to put it in the net.
A product of the Twin Cities of Minnesota, where his father, J.P., once played in the NHL, is Zach Parise.
A player who learned how to play the game the right way when he was a member of the New Jersey Devils is trying to instill that now with his new team, the Minnesota Wild.
Solid, clean win. Minnesota's in possession as they move up the wing. Propelled to O'Brien. Wide of the net. Skilled play by Zach Parise. The Hawks up the wing are moving the puck. Great opportunity, but the pass didn't connect. And the pickup. North Dakota setting things up at center. Laid on to Chorney. Puck loose. Good defensive play. North Dakota's got possession in their own end. Nicely into the zone. Takes that pass. Goes to the backhand. Flexed out that pad and got it. Good face-off win. Back on his stick. Wonderful stop.
A missed opportunity from this close in.
He gains the zone. North Dakota's in their own end setting things up. Smart recovery by Letty. Keeps it going in neutral ice. Got it right back. Using the point. Freezes play.
I don't know if he's going to make a save much easier than that one. He's in good position. It's a rather routine stop.
A little under 5 minutes still to be skated. Nothing on the scoreboard has changed. Still a pair of zeros. Beat him on that one. Puck loose, knocked down to a knee. Just a gentle hit, but he still got it. He's got that point pass. Good shooting place. North Dakota's organizing things back in the defensive zone. It's an onside play. Shoots. Oh, and he missed the net.
In this situation, you have to hit the net. Sometimes it's best just to fire it right at the goaltender.
Slides it to the point. Shoots one. With no time whatsoever, he turned it aside.
The goalie makes himself look big.
Up the wing, moving along. Shoots one. Oh, what a wonderful block that was. Puck is picked up by Porter. Knocked off the puck. Minnesota's in their own end and controlling play now. Nicely into the zone. Sends to the point. Knocked it away with the stick. DeVandevelde. Trying to get something generated up the wing. Backhander to the net. Smart recovery by Porter. And angled to DeVandevelde. Shot! Looking for options. Blocked. Johnson's looking to make a play from his own end towards center. That's a free puck thanks to the play by Porter. Nearing the final minute of play. Snapped it off. He scores!
Surprised at how quick that snapshot got on him.
He just wasn't able to get over and cover the top of the net. The shot's perfect. It's right in the roof, and the goalie's dejected.
The Hawks have gotten the first goal of the game. Perhaps they can carry that off the ice with them. They've got the draw. Puck is thrown to Bukestad. Nice stand-up poke check there.
Number 51, Troy Stecher.
Gets in, and he'll look over his options.
15 minutes, 45 seconds.
Receives that pass from the other side. Oh, a close call there. Strong play, good reach. Minnesota's moving the puck in their own end. Takes it up that side. Gathered in by Kessel. Carries it to the corner. Outstanding play. Lets it go. Too wide. First period has come to a close. A hard-working period. They deserve a rest, and now they get one. It's a 1-0 game.
Are you ready for your walk down memory lane? Then join us for our fantasy camp. Play hockey with your childhood heroes.
Vandevelde's marker late in that period will give his team a lift going into intermission time now. One period played, a second period is about to begin. What do you think of what we've seen so far?
Minnesota's team is still in this game, Doc. They're down by 1 goal, but easily could be a lot more. You hear the term now, puck management. They did not manage the puck at all in that first period.
The Hawks with possession in the defensive zone. Gets in, looks over his options here. Pass cut, strong play. Trying to go to Opposo. Got it in his own end. The Hawks ready in attack back in the defensive zone. Chip to Taves. Points it. Shot on. Great save at the edge of the crease.
With this puck being so close to net, this is all. You don't see this from these two teams a lot. Pushing and shoving after whistles, but keep an eye on it.
That puck changes direction. It becomes a really difficult stop for the goaltender to make.
Quick work on the faceoff. What a terrific save.
Minnesota's been outplayed for most of this night, but their goaltender has kept them in it. He's been exceptional throughout.
Good play. Strong shooter against a strong goaltender, and the guy with a trapper won.
Been a long time since this wasn't the garden variety stop for a goalie. Down in the butterfly, turned aside.
Tie up there and a good reach and possession. Around through the corner. Gives it on across from the point. Attack zone possession here. Dishes it back. No! Gotta get it on net.
I know that shot just missed the net, but that thing was moving.
And now it's directed to Vanek. Pitching it to Johnson. Into the attacking end. Oh, how can they miss that pass? On to Wheeler. He's held up there. Kicked out of the scrum. North Dakota's in their own end and on the move. Back and forth they go between the points. Shot deflected. Through the corner. Nice tip of the pass. That one is pointed to him. And he gets it back. Point to point. Slides it to Zajac. Solid defensive position there. Oh, poke check. Saved one there. Swept away. Collected at the boards. Hammers his way up the wing at center. Picked up in the attacking zone. Pass attempt to Vanderbilt. North Dakota's got it in center ice. With a shot. Marvelous save. A great chance was no chance. Shoots. The Hawks in their own end setting things up. Snapping a pass to Stafford. Stick handles up the wing at center. Back to the point. He missed the net.
Doesn't matter how hard you shoot it, he missed the net by a mile. Gonna have to go chase it down.
Puck free. Oh, he's got this one, but can they catch up to him? Slid to Stafford. Directing that one to Taves. Loose puck knocked away by O'Brien. Minnesota's in their own end and carrying it on. Propelled to O'Brien. Moved along and in. North Dakota's in possession as they travel in the defensive zone. Grabbed off by Leddy. Passing one off now to Kessel. He tried, but he turned it over. North Dakota's waiting to get things organized in the defensive zone. Shoots. Point blank save.
You want to score goals, you have to go to this area.
Routine stop for the goaltender. The shooter's going to have to do a much better job challenging him.
defensive zone win. Very important if he can clear this puck out. Pitching this one to Bukestad. Onside. Flings it. Oh, he had a great chance to shoot there, and he did, but it was answered by the glove. A little under 8 minutes have gone off the clock. It's a 1-0 game. Big face-off win. The Hawks have possession in their own end. Good use of the stick. Broke that pass up. Laid on. Oh, what a save that was. Scooped up by Bukestad. Chip to Kessel. Keeps it going up the wing. Gathered up by Bukestad. Looking to Vanderbilt. Lets the shot fly. Good job with the stick. Up against the glass right now. Roped in by Phil Kessel. Muscled off. On to Bukestad. Point to point. Nice little lead to Kessel. Sends it back the other way. Stared him down and made the save.
Not often you're all alone in front of the goaltender from this area of the ice. Great save.
Well, guys, that looked from my vantage point like it was going to go in. When the puck changed directions, it became a very difficult save for the goalie.
Good help for the centerman. The Hawks up the wing, lug the puck. Shifts to the backhand and shoots. He scores!
I got to tell you, Doc, any chance I had to go to the backhand, I did.
That's the shot there, Edzo. Low to the stick side. The goaltender can't get to it.
The Hawks have heavily outshot the opposition here, and they have a 2-goal lead to show for it. Strong play on that faceoff. You have to be strong to hold that other guy off. Oh, wonderful play. Minnesota's got a 2-minute minor for slashing.
Oh, look at the reaction of the puck carrier. He is in some pain. That's a slash.
There's always a start to your power play night, and this is number 1. Good reach there. Solid job of holding the pressure on. Dumped in. So on this power play, they will resume from their own end of the ice. In the slot. Lets a shot go. The stick can break up a play, and it just did. Gains the zone. Denied by the defense. Puck loose. That was a great job. Shot back down. More time off the clock. Stick to stick. He's got it. Hammered off a body. Back on his stick. Fires a shot. Score! 3 in a row.
We're so far up here, Doc. I'm not sure if that puck got deflected. Let's go down the Ray and see what he saw at ice level.
Not only was the puck deflected, Edzo, it's through traffic as well. You're going to see on the replay that the goaltender's fighting the traffic. He's got to get into position for it. Right when he thinks he's got the puck at him, the puck changes directions. He just can't catch up.
And they've taken that face-off between the blue lines and won it. Puck free, roadblock by Thomas Vanek. Gains the zone. Perfect tip by the stick. Blocked away. Has it picked up. Looking for options up the wing. Right to the point. Flings it. The shot is off.
You have to give yourself a chance here. You cannot blow this puck past the net.
Didn't handle it very well. Free puck. Moving it to Vanek. Stick handles right up center. Taken to the corner by Vanek. Got that pass in the corner. Brings a shot. Nearly grazed the iron on that. The Hawks continue to probe up the wing. Decides he wants the corner. Picked up. Long lead pass to Chorney. Wide of the net. Minnesota starting back in the defensive zone. Into the end of attack. Takes it right back. What a save.
You don't get many better opportunities than that. Great save.
Pretty routine stop. You can see why everybody learns the butterfly when they're a young kid. Takes away the bottom of the net.
Tie up and help from the winger. Looks from the corner. Marched narrowly inside. They battle on up the wing. He's in on an onside play. The goalie gets to the bench. Still, there's time on this delayed call. Has a chance to make a play through the corner. Gets that one on across. Lets it go. And we get a penalty. Referee to the table, a player to the box.
I don't know why players carry their sticks up like that. First, you're going to have a high sticking call, and a referee's checking. You see, there might be an extra 2.
North Dakota's been handed a double minor for high sticking. And so begins power play number 1. Let's see if it's power play goal number 1. They win the draw. Lets it go. Ooh, he got in the way of that one. Oh, they got it out. They check the clock and prepare to defend some more. To Vanek. Gets across, looks over his options. Blocked that one. Cleared back out. Not much pressure there. To Haula. And at an angle to Goligoski. Up to the point. Shoots one. Terrific glove save. Puck covered, whistle blown.
I don't know if he's going to make a save much easier than that one. He's in good position. It's a rather routine stop.
Haula's just like his team, losing. And they got it out of there. The power play unit has to recoil and try yet again. Good defensive play. Loose puck, though. Puck loose. He couldn't get by. Big drive. Terrific challenge. Outstanding save.
You talk about cutting down the angle. Perfectly executed by the goaltender.
Under 3 minutes to go here in the second. Do you see a pattern developing here? They're up now by 3. Cleared. A lot of work, but penalty time less and less now. Puck is thrown to Vanek. Gets in. What'll he do? On the outside, a shot. Picked up by Opozo. Slid back across from one point to the other. Great stick work prevents the pass from being complete. They shot it back down. Now they can get ready for another rush. Trying to go to Haula. Great opportunity, but the pass didn't connect. Cleared back out so more players can spill over the boards. And now it's directed to Wheeler. Gets in. What'll he do? Great save. In the crease. Players tired, about to get a rest, but still seconds to play in this period. Deflected off the blocker. He holds that one, and it's a good thing because they were buzzing.
They've been under pressure for the last little while. The goalie does the right thing by stopping and freezing the puck.
Good job tying the man up on the faceoff. Teammate comes in. Still time on this power play, but not much. Gains the blue line. Wonderful stop.
Not a lot of room to score from in that area. Great save.
28 showing on that clock. Score! They're back to within 2 now.
Get this close to the goaltender, the puck on your stick, you got to snap it quick.
Minnesota's clawed back to within 2 goals. Lots of time still remaining. Perhaps this will be momentum they can build before the second intermission. And they won the neutral zone faceoff. You win that, and you don't have to chase. They chase you. Outstanding point-blank save. Got the pad on it. Good recovery.
Been a long time since this wasn't the garden variety stop for a goalie. Down in the butterfly, turned aside.
A good tie-up on the faceoff. That led to his team getting the puck. Simple play, made well, strong defense. We've played 2 periods here of a 3-period game. The best part of the day is coming up.
Which one of your team players has the hardest shot? Who do you think is the fastest skater? We'll answer all of those questions at our skills competition. For tickets to one
Minnesota's players have gotten to celebrate here. Whether they'll get more celebrations like this one will be determined when we come back. Third period just underway. Gains the zone and looks over his options. Good, solid defensive play with the stick. Point blast. Shooter tempted to stare at the ceiling on that one. What a glove grab. We have a winner. North Dakota's continuing to probe up the wing. Good jab with the stick there. Cut down on that rush. Wonderful block. Nicely into the zone. Got that pass. That's a great save. I was watching for sticks to go up. No celebration this time.
You got to battle through a screenplay.
North Dakota's carrying it in the defensive zone. Goalie to the bench. Extra attacker out. Minnesota's roster goes down by 1 here. At least briefly, a minor penalty for hooking.
The referees are looking for this. Anytime you stop skating and reach with your stick and pull on the opponent, you're going to the penalty box.
Anything you do once, you can do twice. Let's see if that applies to this particular power play. Tied up, but a good reach and a good step in there for possession. They've taken the heat off again. The clock still moves. Pitching it to Oshie. Solid work there by O'Brien. He gains the zone. Around through the corner. He's pinned and held at the boards. The Hawks in possession as they travel in their own end. Taken on by Oshie. A good stick there, so no complete pass. That was a great job. Shot back down. More time off the clock. Pass attempt to Taves. Slid to Oshie. Lets it go. Good solid defensive play there. Martin's got it on his stick, trying to clear. That puck's loose, defended away by Jonathan Taves. The Hawks have it up the wing. Trying for it. Finally lifted back out so they can get some fresh troops out. Minnesota survived it. Back even.
They just can't take any more penalties. They've dodged the bullet there, and they're still in the game. But if they want to mount a comeback, they have to play at even strength.
Chipped down. And we get a penalty here. The referee strides over to hand it out. The Hawks are assessed a minor. It's for high sticking.
You carry your stick around like that, more times than not, you're going to end up in the box.
Paula's team is down, and that face-off didn't help. Snapping a pass to Stafford. Mashed in. Gathered up again by Leddy. Directing that one to Goligoski. That's a good solid hit. He'll feel that one.
Thought he had 10 feet of clean ice. He only had 5. There's the stop sign.
Oh, they got it out. They check the clock and prepare to defend some more. Loose puck, solid defensive play there. He imposed his will. Puck covered, whistle blown.
Well, with all my years involved in a game, I would anticipate there's going to be a little bit of payback after that big open ice hit.
We're just under 5 minutes off the clock here in the third. It's a 3-1 game. The draw, the tie-up, and his team prevails. Got it at the point. Shoots. To Porter. And that one's sent back out. They must retreat and start back again. Passing one off now to Wheeler. Propelled to Johnson. Paddled aside. Scooped up by Johnson. Wow, look at him. He's got a long way to go. Does he have enough gas? Pitching this one to Kessel. Minnesota's power play could have made a big difference, but did not.
Well, they've got control of the game right now. It's very easy to let your opponent back in the game by taking penalties. They killed that one off. They don't need to take any more.
Side to side they go, trying to generate something. Gathered in by Johnson. Great job on a cut pass. It's an onside play. Using the point, he's got it. Not through. Looking to Opposo. Laid on to Vanek. Oh, what a chance there, denied. The pad flexed out. Moving it to Oshie. Off his glove. Gathered in. Wonderful work in close and a brilliant save.
Terrific stop from right in front of the net, but you got to find a way to put the puck in the net.
Wonderful chance to score, but no. He covers and holds on.
If you're going to score in a 2-on-1, guys, you've got to attack much quicker than that. Easy save.
Nice face-off work. A whistle and a rest. Clean win on the draw. Puck is thrown to Stafford. Nicely into the zone. Not a free puck now. Nice tip of the pass. Play is stopped. There is a signal. We just wanted to see who it is he's taking off. Zajak's getting a penalty for slashing. It's 2 minutes.
Back in the era of wood sticks, this would really hurt. That's a slash. They've moved the puck around beautifully on a power play. Just nothing to show for it.
Absolutely. I think you're right, Eddie. Let's see what the team does here. Loose puck taken by Bukestad. Pass cut. But they'll have to drop back as this has been cleared out by Stafford. Trying to go to Wheeler. Gets in and he'll look over his options. That puck's loose. Deflected away by Wheeler. And that one sent back out to center. So on this power play, they will resume from their own end of the ice. Loose puck, it went off somewhere. Cleared. A lot of work, but penalty time less and less now. And now it's directed to Bukestad. Gets in, looks over his options here. He's into the slot.
Leddy's got to try to simplify his game there. Just too much stick handling.
Puck to the bench area, and so the clock stopped.
Stafford's eyes were as big as saucers. He sees the opponent with his head down, and he steps up for a huge hit.
Good face-off win. He's got that pass at the point. Good pad save. Just couldn't find the target.
From that position on the ice, he's got to hit the net. Make the goalie make a save. Routine stop for the goaltender. The shooter's going to have to do a much better job challenging him.
Just a bit under 9 minutes still left in the third. A 2-goal spread in this one, 3-1. Good clean win on the draw. Takes that pass from the other point. Missed!
You talk about a heavy, hard shot. Unfortunately, it just missed.
The Hawks with a big penalty kill. We're back at full strength.
They have enough power plays to evaluate the people that they've had on the ice, and maybe they just don't have enough skill to be successful. They get chances, but they just can't finish them off.
Oh, what a stop.
Seems like he was in too tight on the goaltender.
That attack shot right down. Into the attacking end. Lets the shot fly. Chip to Holland. Shoots. No! Nicely received at the point. Right where the boards turn, he's got it. Skates out with it. Puts one on. Picked up by the defense. The Hawks have gotten to the neutral zone. North Dakota's carrying on up the wing. And he picks it up. Moved along and in. Save! The Hawks through the neutral zone, controlling the play. Oh, great cut! Takes that pass from the other point man. A shot! The shot is off!
When the puck sounds hard when it hits the end boards, that means you've missed the net. Scoring chances handed away.
Shoots! Can't get a shot on! Making headway through center. with a wrister. In the slot. Terrific shot, but a great point-blank save.
A quick developing play right in front. Almost looks like he's too close to the goaltender.
On to Martin. Perfect passing right through center. Held to the glass. Good hand to eye. And the reach of the stick. Got that pass off the boards. The Hawks lug that along up the wing. Good use of the stick. Broke that pass up. Onside. Can't get a shot on. Puck covered, whistle blown. And here again is Ray.
Minnesota's got to get back on the practice ice because they've had so many chances to score. They haven't had any finish, and they can't hit the net.
What do they say, Ray? Without bad luck, they'd have no luck at all in this one. They win the draw. Now can they get it out? Gains the zone. Wow, that's got to be a call. That's got to be a penalty. And that's got to be an answer from the other team.
Porter's clearly in some anguish.
And there's a face wash after the whistle.
Those gloves aren't going to be on much longer.
And so now a penalty will be handed out. Both teams get a minor penalty.
Well, there was one penalty called on the ice, and then a second one, not a good penalty there. They would have been on a power play.
Both teams are short a man, more real estate per guy. They win the draw. Let's see if it pays off. Muscles long to Jordy. Routed again. Gives it to the point. Terrific interception.
Chorney's shaking his head after making that pass. He knows better than that. That puck cannot go into that section of the ice.
Up the wing, still with possession and with hope. Got in front of another one.
You want to score goals, you have to go to this area. You got to find a way to put it in the net.
Slid to Parisi. Pass across at the point. And he gets it back. Pulls his way along. Back to the blue line. Just wide of the net. Dominance right now. A long game, and the clock bleeds down to the final minute of regulation. Tips it back. And the goalie to the bench. The extra man's on. Right back. Marvelous save. No time on that one. Back at the point now. Sends it across the blue line. Just over the crossbar. Walks the line. Passed across point to point. And he missed the net.
You can't miss by a much smaller margin than that. He rifled it just wide of the net.
All he has to do is take another stride instead of reaching in and holding the player.
Anything you do once, you can do twice. Let's see if that applies to this particular power play. That is a large win by the defensive centerman. Congratulations to him. Gains the zone. Great stick save. Minnesota's pulling their goalie, saying, take a chance. Why not? North Dakota's got it in the defensive zone. And in flight over the line. And play is stopped for a penalty. Minnesota's 2-minute penalty is a minor, and the call is hooking.
Well, what he was trying to do is trying to get the puck, but unfortunately for him, he reached in and hooked around the player. Off to the penalty box he goes.
Power play goes on a 5-on-3 for a brief time. May be enough. Let's see if they can get a pair here. An enormous defensive face-off win. Fired away and back down. The Hawks have moved to the neutral zone. Broke it up well with the poke check. The horn sounds the game is over. a 2-goal victory.
Anytime you can get that insurance goal, you can breathe a little bit easier as the time runs off the clock.
So that is it for this one. Thanks for watching. We hope you enjoyed it. For Eddie and Ray, Doc saying good night all.